Hello and welcome to the Philippines. Life in the Philippines. A little fun goes a long way. Many of you can relate to growing up in a much freer, less stressful time, whatever part of the country or the world that you grew up in. I know that we as children in a rural area of the Midwest USA, we could go out and make our own fun. We often did it in dangerous ways, and we all survived in the end. Um, there are risks involved. I did have a friend in high school uh, that drowned. Him and a couple of the other friends got a little crazy one night. Went swimming late at night, and the guy apparently hit his head jumping off a dock. But certain risks you just wish people would have never taken. But anyway, this is a little bit of a video about life. Life goes on. People enjoy life. They take time to have fun here. One comment, oh, watch these kids. This was as we were leaving. Guys were messing around with basketball. The one little kid that picks it up now, he is fast. I could not even get close to that ball. He'll be a pro one day. And that's the truck a lot of them came in on, and I rode back out on. Look at this guy, he is fast. Egging me on. I enjoy interacting with the local people. They are so friendly, so helpful. One of the reasons I love about the Philippines and the freedom that we generally have here. This is the road. We're going to walk into that area down in I believe it was Cordova. Our taxi from Cebu City around near Ayala cost us 300 pesos. 280 pesos, which surprised me. It was a day there wasn't much traffic, so I thought it'd be more like $4.50, about $8 instead of $6, but no big deal. Anyway, he started driving down this lane to take us to the resort area, and another vehicle, larger vehicle, was coming this way. Obviously, it's pretty much a one vehicle at a time, and it's quite a long ways, so you could get way down here and have to back, and our taxi driver had to back out, and I said, we're not going to take a chance, we'll just walk in without knowing how far it was. And everybody was friendly walking in here. Now you got houses on the left, and you got a wall on the right. There's a hole in the wall, there's a doorway in the wall on the right every once in a while. And there are people living back in there. They built their little establishments, their houses. I'm not sure if that's what you call a squatter area back in there or not. I had been invited to come along. This was a birthday for some family members, kind of like 3 different people having birthdays within 1 week or something. And so they had rented out what they call cottages in a beach area, and it's what you'll find, many different types of resorts on Mactan Island and many other islands as well. And you go into those beach areas, and you will have areas that rent out cottages for day use and or night use. Sometimes they have rooms to rent. It just depends upon the area. But anyway, a cottage is basically a covered area. It's got a roof, got walls, some tables and chairs. You can rent different sized cottages, open on the sides, except next cottage to you. In this case, there was a wall between each cottage, and you can rent the karaoke setup. And karaoke, of course, is very popular. So lots of people taking their turns doing the karaoke. And I tried. My voice was definitely at one of the worst points when I tried, and I handed the microphone to somebody else anyway. before everybody, I'd chase everybody away.
I think
One thing of interest, you know, customs around the world, they're different. In America, generally, most parts of America anyway,
meters, huh?
if you have a birthday party, somebody else will often throw the
Ask her
birthday
where it
party,
is.
pay for a lot of the
Ask her
food and
how
that
far.
type of thing. In this part of the world, the
her.
Philippines, it's
her.
the custom seems to be that the person whose birthday it is pays for and organizes the birthday party, which is the case here. Now these, I think this was three kids in particular, one adult maybe, but anyway, the family got together, pooled their resources, and
I wonder what building
put
it is.
on this little birthday party for everybody, the little kids. I'm
Huh?
not sure if they really
Sign it?
understood what was going on, but anyway, everybody else they had fun. Everybody else had a lot of fun as well. Got a bit of a rooster set up there. Uh, they still have not been allowing most of the rooster competitions going on. I think most of those because they don't want big gatherings of people. One thing you'll find also once you get out of the main city, the metropolitan area, the place that feels like city, it quickly starts feeling like province, like more of the country, as things, the pace of living slows down, and you can just tell people are enjoying their time and their life, going about. And
That way? Beach? Beach?
we had to ask a couple times which road, which direction do we go here. I think these cottages that they rent out, rent for this particular one, I think it was 3,500 pesos for, I think from 8 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. And then another group, after 5, gives them an hour to clean up, and then everybody help clean it up themselves.
Hello.
But they go
Hello.
in and then another group can rent it out from 6 p.m. till, I don't know, 5 a.m. or something. I'm not sure
Follow the karaoke
how
song.
late they allow them to stay, but that's the situation. Then they had some rafts out. Raft, I don't know if that's the proper term, rafts with seating and with a double deck that you get up and sit on the top or jump off the top. Some people were diving into the water from the top. I think somebody said they rent for about 3,500, also about 70 US
Turkeys.
dollars. Yeah, turkeys off there. You don't see many turkeys in the Philippines. Yeah, there's some from, no, I won't mention what country the turkeys are from. A lot of turkeys come in from the USA. As many of you from other countries probably agree with that.
Which way? This way?
And I'm one of them. During this past very challenging year of lockdowns of varying degrees, you know, I like many of you, we started thinking about the options. Is the Philippines going to change so it's not such a desirable place to visit and or expat to? It's going to become more expensive to travel, difficult to travel, rules and regulations, restrictions, and I started looking at lots of different options: Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. I think everybody has written Myanmar off their list, but then you have places in Central America, South America. You have places in Europe, a number of places that you can find relatively low costs of living and pretty good infrastructure. But in the end, I still like the Philippines. I like the people, I like the culture. The options, the beaches, the mountains. If you're bored, it's your own fault. It's big enough. There are enough places to go and do things. If you want to live cheap, if you're on a tighter budget, you can live that way. If you want to live, if you got a very large budget, you can live that way. You can choose and pick or build your own place. You know, we all have different goals, different budgets, different needs and requirements, different wants, and
You want to build?
so I could adopt. I moved around the U.S. quite a bit,
Hello.
adapted to new places quickly, and was always interested in Asian cultures. I could adapt almost any place. I mean, you have to. I could adapt and enjoy myself many places, but I still think that the Philippines, unless they change drastically, become very expensive, very restrictive in their rules, is still one of the best places to live for many expats. And there again, just depends upon what your needs and requirements are, what your idea. Like I love something like this, going off into the truly Filipino cultural areas, and you can hear the karaoke off in the distance. They had lots of different cottages down here. Lots of karaoke machines going on, one right beside the next one. In fact, just now I've turned the background volume down a little bit. One of my past videos recently, there was just a short little clip of some background karaoke music, and YouTube, they didn't give me a strike, but they said the copyright claim, and we're going to share. They gave me some options. I could take that little clip of music out, or I could just make it so there's no noise there, or I could pay the person. Turned out that the person who wrote the song was somebody from Brazil, many couple decades ago. So I said, no, just I'm not going to make many pesos on this video anyway. So just go ahead and send those pesos to Brazil, if that person is still alive, or his estate, her estate, whatever it is. CR, one of the CRs, we had a private CR in the cottage that these folks rented out, a place to buy various things. Of course, most people bring, this is one large cottage area, I believe, for one group. Big speaker there for karaoke. Another cottage to the left. And each little section here is basically another cottage. And good time, really had a good time. And you will find, if you are accepting of the culture, accepting of the people will be very friendly, very accepting of you. And anyway, get out to the city, get out of your condo, enjoy the people, enjoy the culture. And it's very important, very healthy out here in the fresh air, where you have a lot of ventilation. The worst place to be is locked away in your house. A lot of people, you're not getting out, you're not getting the fresh air, you're not getting the sunlight and all that it has to offer, the vitamin D that it supplies to your body. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hopefully we can travel soon again, and we'll see you next time.